of things to learn and places to go. So great is the world in which we live. It has so much to give, so much to give. So great is the world in which we live. It has so much to give, so much to give. Fun and learn, 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 fun
Hey, Saisha, what are you drawing? See, I'm drawing the hall of a big house. But Saisha, the hall is empty. I don't know what all to put in the hall, so it is empty. Hey, why don't we call Vayu and Maya? They will tell us. Oh, Vayu, please come here.
Hello kids.
So, what are you kids doing today?
Saisha has drawn a hall of a house. But it is empty and she doesn't know what to put in the house.
That's easy. Let me show you what we all have in our house, and then she can fill her empty house with all those things.
And you will also come to know about the things around us in our house.
Hey, that will be very interesting.
So let me show you the first object in our house. Children, look what we have here. It's a television set. Kids, do you know what a television does? That's right, it entertains us. We all watch our favorite programs and cartoon shows on the television. We also get to know what is happening around the world in the daily news that is telecast on the television. And hey, look what do we have here. This is a remote control of this television. With this remote control, we can change channels and select one as per our choice and then watch our favorite shows on the television.
Wow!
Now what do we have here? Is it an almirah?
Yes!
No, this is a fridge. You have seen the fridge in your house, haven't you? Do you know what a fridge does? It helps keep all our foods and our tasty drinks cool so that they last for days without spoiling. This is how the fridge looks from the inside. The upper portion is where we can make ice. And what do we do with ice? We put it in our juice and enjoy it.
Hey, look! What is this? This looks like a TV, doesn't it? But this is not a TV. Do you know what this is? It is called a computer. Yes! Many of us have computers in our house. Let's see what we can do with the computer. Do you know, kids? This small computer has a very big memory. We can write lots of letters and store lots and lots of information in the computer and get it back when we want it. Yes, and we can store all the things written in our books in this small computer. Isn't it interesting? Okay, see children, this is the keyboard of the computer. On the keyboard we have alphabets and numbers arranged in a particular manner. We use the keyboard to type various things. This is the screen of the computer. Whatever we type on the keyboard, we can see it on the screen of the computer. Do you know, children, The screen of the computer is also called the monitor. Now this is what we call the mouse of the computer. By moving the mouse and clicking on it, we can select different sections on the monitor of the computer.
Okay.
Isn't that wonderful? And now let me show you something else. This is a printer. Printer is something that prints. When we connect this printer to this computer, then we can print anything from the computer to a paper with the help of this printer.
Now look at this. This is what we call a bulb. We have many bulbs in our house. In fact, every room has a bulb. And the bulb is connected to the switch. Now children, what happens when we put on the switch? Come on, let's see. The bulb glows and fills the whole room with its light. Hey children, do you remember during festivals we decorate our house with colorful bulbs that makes our house look even more beautiful?
Hey, look! What we have here? This is a wall clock. And what does a wall clock tell us? It tells us the time of the day. The clock tells us the time to get up, the time to go to school, time to study, time to play, and time to go off to sleep. The wall clock comes in different shapes and sizes. And kids, do you know what we call the watch that we wear on our hands? We call it a wristwatch. This is how the wristwatch looks.
I didn't know that.
Hey, look, what is here? It has got numbers written all over. Do you know what it is? It's a calendar. Just as a clock tells us the time of the day, a calendar tells us the date, the day, the month and the year. Look here, every page has the day and the date of a month. The calendar shows us the months to study and the months when we have vacations. So by looking at the calendar, we can tell the date, day, month and the year.
That's really interesting.
Hey, look! What do we have here? It's a washing machine. What is it? A washing machine. And what does a washing machine do? It helps our mama wash and clean our dirty clothes. Isn't it great, kids? Did you ever think that a machine can clean your dirty clothes? But it is possible. Do you know how it is done? Okay, you put water and detergent into the machine and then put your dirty clothes into it and shut the door of the washing machine. Then you put on the washing machine and the machine inside starts cleaning your clothes. And when they come out, the clothes are clean and fresh. Isn't it wonderful?
Hey, what's this cute little thing that we've got here? It's a radio. Just as in television we can see our favorite programs, in radio we can hear our favorite songs by tuning the radio to our favorite radio station.
Look children, this is a gas stove and our mummy cooks delicious food for us on this gas stove. See, It has 2 burners and 1 cylinder. Children should not go near the gas stove or play with it. It can be dangerous.
I didn't know that.
Look here, that's a telephone. We use telephone to talk to our friends and relatives who stay far away. Every telephone has a different number. So whenever we want to talk to our friend or relative, we dial the number and we can talk to them sitting in our home. Telephone has saved us so much time that we can do other interesting things in our life.
Look children, what have we here? This is called a mobile phone. Nowadays, people are using more of mobile phone because we can carry these mobile phones wherever we go. Like the other telephone, there is no wire attached to it. Isn't it interesting?
Yes!
Look there, that's a fan, you see. It has got 3 hands. When we put on the switch, the fan starts rotating in circle and we get cool air. We also can control the speed of the fan and thus control the air coming from the fan.
Hey children, there is one more thing that gives us cool air. That is air conditioner or AC. Look, this is how an AC looks. If we keep the AC on for a long time, then it makes our room very cool, just like the inside of a fridge.
That's really wonderful.
Children, look here. What do we have here? It's a nice bed. We sleep on a soft bed after a hard day's work and play. Look children, the bed has 4 legs. Let's see what else we have in this room that has 4 legs.
Hey, look! It's a chair! It also has 4 legs. What is the chair used for? The chair is used by us for sitting. Now let's look what else we have that has 4 legs.
What do we call this object? We call it a table. The table also has got 4 legs. We can keep various things on the table. We also use table and chair to have our food and also to study.
Hey children, look! What's this small thing we have here? Let me give you a hint. We use this to click pictures. So, can you now tell me what is it? Yes, it is a camera. Mummy and Daddy use camera to click our pictures. You must have seen your cute pictures in your house. The pictures along with your parents and friends celebrating.
Wow!
Hey kids, look what we have here. It's an iron. See the shape of the iron. Isn't it interesting? Do you know kids? We can use this iron only when we connect it with electricity using the long wire that is attached to the iron like a tail. Now what do we use this iron for? We use this iron to press our clothes. Yes, when we connect this iron to the electricity, the iron becomes hot and then we can press our clothes with the hot iron so that our clothes look neat, and when we wear the clothes, we'll look smart.
Hey, look what we have here. This is an envelope. Can you see what a wonderful shape this envelope has? The envelope is just like a pocket that we have on our shirts. What do we use the envelopes for? We use envelopes to send letters to our friends and relatives all over the world. We have big envelopes for big letters and small envelopes for small letters. Look around your house. You can surely find an envelope in which you or your parents must have received a letter or a greeting card.
Come here, kids, see what we have got here. It's a mirror. When we look into the mirror, we can see ourselves in the mirror. Yes? Isn't that great, children? Do you also know that in the mirror, our left becomes right and our right becomes left?
I didn't know that.
Look yourself into the mirror and you can find this out for yourself. Now what do we do with the mirror? As you know, we can see ourselves into the mirror. So we use mirror to see our clean white teeth, to comb our hair and to see how smart we look.
Hey kids, here we have a lock. You must have seen whenever you go out with your parents, your mama always puts a lock on the door of the house. We also put our valuable items in a cupboard and lock it from outside. Locking our valuable things keeps it safe. So, the lock acts as a watchman for us. Now children, do you know how do we close and open a lock? We do that with the help of a key. And this is how a key looks. Now, do you know kids, every lock has its own key that cannot be opened with any other key. Isn't that great? Now, how do we open a lock with the key? We put the key into the lock and when we turn it to the right, the lock opens. And when we press the lock and turn the key to the left, the lock gets closed or locked. So, isn't it easy to use lock and key, children?
And hey kids, see what we've got over here. Well, we call this a scissor. Can you see the two sharp and long teeth of the scissors? The sharp teeth of the scissors are used to cut various things like clothes, papers. When you visit your barber shop, the barber also uses scissors to cut your hair. But they're smaller in size. So we have scissors in various sizes. And children like to cut their favorite cartoon heroes from various magazines and newspapers and store them.
Talking about newspaper reminds me that newspaper plays an important role in our lives. Let's see what the newspaper looks like. Here we have. This is a newspaper. It has so many pages. The newspaper man daily delivers the newspaper in our house. How is the newspaper important to us? The newspaper gives us news of what's happening around the world. It also has interesting articles and photographs of various important people and places from around the world. In this way, with the help of newspapers, we are always in touch with the outer world.
That's really wonderful.
Look children, here are few books. Just like newspaper, books are also very important in our lives. It is said that books are man's best friend. They are also children's best friends. A good book teaches us lots of good things about various things. In schools, our teachers also use books to teach us interesting things on various interesting subjects. Do you know, children, by reading good books, we become smart and intelligent? So, children, we all should make it a habit to read good books every day.
Hey kids, look what we have here. We call this a soap. Now when do we use a soap? When we take our daily bath. Soap helps us clean our body so that after having a bath, we appear fresh. We also wash our hands with soap before and after every meal. This keeps our hands free from germs so that we remain healthy and happy all day long.
Hey kids, look what we have here. This is a bag. When our mummy goes to the market, she carries a bag with her to bring various things from the market. When we go to school, we carry our books in our school bag. A bag makes it easy for us to carry many things at one time, like many things from the market and our many books that we carry in our school bag.
Wow!
Now children, let's look over here. This is an electronic item and we call this a calculator. Now what does a calculator do? It helps us do simple mathematical calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division by simply pressing the correct buttons. Using a calculator is so simple, even you can learn to use it. So children, did you all see the interesting things that are there in our house?
Yes!
Children, these are the things that make our lives easy and simple.
Now whenever we see these objects again, we will know its uses in our lives. Thank you, Vayu. Thank you, Maya. Just like there are objects around us in the house, there are also things around us outside the house.
That's true.
Hey, we all will like to know about it.
Yes, we all want to know.
So what are we waiting for? Let's all of us go and see some more interesting things around us.